Real Housewives of Potomac, darlings. How are y'all doing? This morning, afternoon, night, whenever y'all are watching this video, I'm doing okay. Just got up. Um, we'll see what today brings, darlings. Yesterday was quite festive in my world, and not in a good way. Okay, so let's see. Real Housewives of Potomac. You know, Gizelle will always have a job on the show. Because like I've said in many reviews, Gizelle is willing to do any and everything for ratings. So Gizelle Bryant will always be a staple on this show. Because she don't care. She don't give a damn. She'll throw anybody up under the bus. She, is for the betterment of the show. She is for a consistent check. And I don't blame her. But, it only gets irritating when she try to act like that's not the case. It's like, girl, we see you. We see each other. So, anyway. So, going off from where we left last week, Candiace picked up the butter knife. She was going to spread some mayonnaise on Ashley's face. And, she dropped the butter knife down on the floor. And Chris is trying to calm her down. Candiace is very upset. When I look back at it, it was Ashley who started that argument. Because, they were talking about drinking, and Monique and all of them was talking about, they all drunk while they was pregnant, like wine or something. I think that's safe to drink when you're pregnant. And then Ashley was just like, people are coming for me and saying that I'm not even pregnant, but people are coming at me for drinking. And, that's when the whole thing started it. I don't really understand why Candiace got that upset with it. She mentioned her mother and kept throwing digs in there. So I guess, that makes sense. But I would have just put her out. I'm not going to sit here and continue to argue with you at my house because I'm in my home. Therefore, I can take you out and possibly get away with it. So therefore, instead of, going that whole route of, the clank, I would rather just put your ass out. I would have been put Ashley out. But, they got into the whole argument. Chris trying to calm Candiace down. Candiace looked really cute. And, then Karen came down there, over there. She was just like, don't let nobody take you out of your comfort zone. In your home. Don't let nobody get you out of there. And, she ended up leaving and walking off. Karen. Let me see. So they ended up putting Ashley out. Finally, they got into it. Every time Candiace went off into her own little corner, she came right on back and got into it with Ashley. But Ashley, she repeatedly kept making smart comments. I thought they was gonna fight for a minute. I was just like, oh Lord, this is gonna be good, child. But they didn't fight. Thank God we don't support violence, right? Ashley ended up leaving. So I'm like, gladly, I'll leave, gladly. So then here comes Gizelle being messy. Gizelle and her fat knees went out to talk to Ashley. Ashley was just like, well, Candiace, mama just punched her in the face with a pocketbook, right? Well, that's why she upset, right? Just starting stuff. And I'm just like, Gizelle. And then Gizelle convinced Ashley to come back in and plead her case because they had got onto the whole Michael being gay thing. Went back in there. Robin was just like, well, sis, I heard it too. But, Ashley, she was shocked that her tone had changed when she was talking to Robin versus when she was talking to Candiace. And she had said that she was like, yeah, well, Ashley, I heard it too. I heard the whole, suck a dick comment, and then Chris confirmed it. Candiace's husband, that he heard the comment too. And he was just like, well, whose husband was he talking about? And the whole time they kept showing Juan, Robin's man. I screamed. And she was just like, oh, well, I don't know. And all this. And she was just like, well, I just can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. Candiace was going back and forth. They got on the whole Amistad comment. And, now mind you, when Ashley had came back in when Gizelle convinced Ashley to come back into the house in Candiace and Chris's and the mama's house. Candiace and Chris was off somewhere. He was, they were seeing Namyoon on her ring get killed. They was trying to calm Candiace down. And so Candiace did not know that Ashley was back in there. So as soon as Candiace found out that Ashley was back in her house, she went ballistic and put her ass out again. And Karen was just like, wow, that's the first time I've seen somebody get put out somebody's house and then they come back in. You asking to get shot. But that's what she wanted. She kept tempting her, Ashley. She kept, poking her. She kept, she wanted Candiace to take it to that physical level so that she could probably sue her. Or, whatever. She can sit back and look like, the big bad black wolf is beating up on me. She's being all belligerent and out of control, and I didn't do nothing to deserve that. That's the role that she was playing, which is the role a lot of people play. I heard that comment that Ashley said about when Ashley a little later on, she was talking to Gizelle. She called Candiace a dog, a rabid dog. Really? Really, head? Your head take up the whole screen. Really, head? You're going to call her a rabid? Everything is rooted. I feel like so many things are rooted in microaggression and colorism. And that I've been saying it for the past few weeks. Now that Candiace is getting more airplay, she's getting more time, and all the little comments and slick shade. You definitely see it. I definitely see it. We're not gonna sit up and act like Candiace is not the darkest cast member on the show. I definitely see it. Oh, funny looking ass. Damn Ashley. So anyway, ended up getting put out. And so, Monique, she apologized to Katie about the whole I'ma start comment. And Katie, she was just like, why I wrap my hair up like that? Because I have to do my own hair. And child, y'all know Katie. Where my wig at? Child, y'all know Katie. Katie don't give a damn. Child, y'all know Katie just plop that wig on their head like this and go ahead and keep going. Y'all know Katie. We ain't gonna sit up here and act like Katie get that wig out the drawer. Child, Katie don't even fasten it. She don't bobby pin it. Y'all know Katie. Katie pop that wig on their head like this and gone by her business, child. So anyway. So, the whole dinner was a disaster. The only ladies that was left in there was, of course, Candiace, her husband Chris, Gizelle, Karen, Robin. And I think Monique stayed too. Yeah, so Katie and Ashley left. They said they were still hungry. They was going to McDonald's. And Katie asked, well, is he gay? Does he like men? Because, that's not, really that big of a deal. What you into is what you into. Ashley's still denying it. Ashley, but you know what you married, sis. You know what you married. Y'all know y'all be sitting there having bedroom table talking. He done made some comments about somebody's husband, about some man's penis, a man's butt, and he wanted to squeeze it and grab it and insert and all that kind of stuff. Like, we're not gonna sit up and act like this. So Ashley, you know what you married and you cool with it. Just say you cool with it. It's okay. Just say you cool with it. Hey, but if you're not, but don't, because these ladies are against that. Don't sit up and try to act like you're not cool with it in front of them. That's what you're doing. But you know what you married. If y'all into all kinds of things, and then be into those things. Okay. So what else is going on? Let me see. I've said this every week too. Candiace, you talk too much. Candiace, you talk too much. You really, really do. You tell these ladies too much of your business. And you get mad when they use it against you. Of course they are going to use it against you. What else they got to talk about? It's crazy. I can fit this wig on better than this. Let me stop. It's a little better, child. I ain't want to be like Katie too much, you know. It started to scare me. This is way better than this, child. It's a little soft. But anyway, yeah, child. So I was just like, okay. As Candiace, shut up. You talk too much. Okay, Monique had a conversation with Chris. They went to the gym. Monique, was explaining everything that happened. Chris was a little shocked, but not that shocked that Michael said that he liked peen, and I think black peen. And he was just like, well, I know he wasn't talking about me. Monique was just like, I think you too much of a handful. He wasn't talking about you, child. I screamed. I was like, Monique, you better handle all that big man, child. Could you imagine? Monique is so little. Dear God in heaven. It be them little ones that be taking all the things on the pornos and stuff. It be them little Asian girls taking them black men to be about this big. Why would you want something that... Okay. I would think that would mess up your insides, because after a while it'll start to hit your intestines, and it could go up to your heart and kill you. I don't know. I don't know how all that things work. Y'all know that I'm a nun. So anyway, let me see. They were just talking about everything, and there wasn't much to that scene. Let me see. Gizelle went to go check on Ashley. Ashley was practicing for Virginia Gay Pride for Virginia, right? They couldn't get nobody else. And she's performing her song flat all the way through the record. Whitney and her mama Sissy, they was talking on the latest Whitney documentary that Demon Pat Houston put out. Had said that Whitney was talking to Sissy, and she said she was talking about Paula Abdul, talking about how can you be flat on the record. Ashley, how can you be flat on the song? How does that work? Just flat all the way through. I was like, dear God. Anyway, Gizelle went to go check on Ashley. Ashley was just like, yeah, my husband, he really don't care if I hang around y'all anymore. And Gizelle was just like, oh no, don't say that. Gizelle is a mess. And she was just, Gizelle, before she walked up, she was just like, I'm coming to see if Michael came out the closet and what's really going on. Then Gizelle decided to bring up Karen, saying that Karen was saying all kind of stuff, Ashley, when you left, saying that basically, you upset that that he's gay and your marriage is disaster and all this other kind of stuff. Ashley, she was just like, I am so that's when she said the whole dog comment about Candiace. That's when she was just like, I'm so disappointed in Karen. Karen is so fake. I really thought that Karen and I was bonding and developing our friendship back. And I don't know, Ashley, what you saw, but we all saw that Karen was not feeling you. Karen just decided to go, probably because she had nothing else to do, and also just to get out the house, and also just to see what you were saying. But we saw when you was trying to hug Karen after the whole thing, Karen didn't want to hug you. Karen walked on. She walked on and ran out the establishment. So Karen, it's all in your head. Like, I don't get you and Gizelle, Ashley, that I don't know how y'all think just because y'all are over something, that means the person that you did something to is over it too. That it doesn't work like that. You can't tell me when to stop being mad. You can't tell me to get over it just because you done got over it. What the hell that got to do with me? I'm still mad on food with you, girl. I don't understand why they don't get that. Just because you done got over it. You are the person that did it. So of course you're over it. So just because you done got over it and moved on with your life doesn't mean that I'm over it. It doesn't mean that if we do be friends, we will ever be friends like we was before. Because what you did, you done really screwed me over and hurt me. And that was wrong how they did Karen last season. For sure. Let me see. Oh, she was upset about that. And you know, she was just like, "Oh, I'm through with Karen, and I'm questioning whether Robin is still my friend, you know, too, because she kind of co-signed what Candiace said. If she heard it, she heard it. If your husband said it, he said it, girl." So Candiace, she had a scene with the therapist, the same therapist that Gizelle go to see, and they arguing in the car, her and her mom, on the way there to the therapy session. And, you know, her mom is a therapist, right? It's some of the craziest people I've ever met. So, you know, Candiace is about getting emotional, about to, you know, drive the car off the ledge into the river, because her and her mama get into it. So they get to a therapy session. The therapist said from the very beginning, "I know that you're a therapist, but I am the doctor here. I rule this." Candiace, she decided, she went first. She expressed how she feels about her mom and their relationship, and the therapist just like, "Well, don't cut her off. Let her speak. We speak one at a time here." And she kept doing that the whole time. Dorothy didn't give a damn, child. At one point, Candiace got emotional, as she often does, and the therapist just like, "Well, what about what you're saying is making you cry now?" And Dorothy talking about, "Oh, she always does that. She always cries." Ooh, child, bless your heart, Candiace. Candiace gonna say, "Oh, something has to change, or else we're gonna have to leave the situation. You should have been left the situation." That's why that lady treats you any kind of way, because, you know, you're still depending on her in some kind of way. And I get it, but just get you a little apartment, girl. Why do you gotta save up for your forever home? Like, get you a little apartment somewhere in some nice area, and so you and Chris can be happy and call it a day. Nets and stuff. Like, there's no reason to continue to put up with that. Just get you a little place. You get Potomac checks. Get you an apartment somewhere. Girl, please, to put up with that foolishness. Leave that lady by herself. Okay, so we get to the whole scene where Ashley's getting ready to perform for a gay pride, Virginia Pride. I ain't see no black people there. How many black? A couple. You know, be a couple of sprinkled in there. So she get her makeup done. We have Gizelle, Kyle, her friend, and Robin on the bus. You know, Robin and Gizelle look ridiculous. But, you know, Robin having this pink wig on, you know, Robin's looking older and older by the minute. Her white side is really starting to seep out. She is really looking older and older by the minute. And I'm just like, Robin, why is you looking all them? I was like, Robin, get you some Olay. I don't know. So, you know, they ended up FaceTiming Ashley. Ashley spoke to Kyle and Gizelle, then she turned the camera to Robin, and Ashley was just like, "Oh, hey." Okay, so we got out there. Ashley, she looked cute. She got up there with her brother. They performed a little Tired song. She talked all the way through it. Bless her heart. I did like her little outfit, a little black ensemble. I don't really see the point of. I mean, we know where you at. You know, she had the rainbow flag on the side, and I just didn't think it went with anything that she had on. She had on all black, and then the rain. I don't know. I guess whatever. It would have made more sense just to have a rainbow dress on, just go all the way out. But I guess. So you know, it's after the performance, and Kyle, Gizelle, who I like. Kyle, I didn't like him at first. But I think Kyle is cool because Kyle gets Gizelle together when he needs to. And he is always there for Gizelle. So hopefully, Gizelle, you always keep him as a friend because he's a really good friend to you. I can't think of anybody else that would be bothered with you. But Kyle is a really good friend to you, Gizelle. So don't mess that up. So, you know, they're sitting in a row. And then Ashley comes over. She decides to talk about the whole comment. And, you know, Robin she's sticking up for herself. She's sticking by her story. She says she know what she heard. Yes, Candiace brought it up, but I mean, I heard it too. Like, it is what it is. It was said, and Ashley's getting upset. She was just like, "Oh, you're not my friend," and You know, all this kind of stuff. And, you know, Ashley still claiming that he didn't say it. Ashley, just because you don't remember him saying it doesn't mean that he didn't say it. Just because the other ladies was drunk just like you was doesn't mean that he did not say it. Like, I don't know what's going on in her head. Like I said, she's trying to save face. You know what you got with. That's all I have to say. You know what you got with. Let me see. So next week is going to be pretty good. I hate that Candiace and Monique are getting into it. I really do. But even though I like Monique, I feel like Monique flip-flops a lot. Like, 1 minute she don't, you know, because she's been the underdog, you know, a lot of times. And 1 minute she is, you know, she is against them and saying F the other ladies and stuff. And then the next minute, when it comes to if it's them against Candiace, she on them side. So she rocking with them and saying, you know, oh, I can relate to you and I understand yada so yada, which leaves Candiace out here by herself. You know, and I just thought that her and Candiace was closer. You know, so it's just it's unfortunate. It really, really is. Because I just feel like they just need to sit together, Monique and Candiace. Because they are in very similar situations, you know, or Monique has been where Candiace is, etc. And you definitely see how things are, and you know, in terms of you got these group of girls over here and these group of girls over here. You know, we have the lighter girls over here, biracial girls. Then you got black girls over here. I definitely see that. I don't know if y'all see it, but I definitely see, you know, the tea. But still, my favorite cast member is still Karen Huger. I love me some Karen Huger. I think that she is cool. She's real. I didn't like her at first, but you know, nobody did. She was extra. But once those layers started to peel back and we started to see her as a real person and she started becoming more humble, yes. In terms of who I like Karen, number one. Then Karen, then Candiace, then Monique, and then the rest of them you just put them wherever. Who's last? I don't know. That bounced back and forth, hell. But this is a really good season of Potomac, y'all. I will say that. That's really good. And with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at The Skins World on Instagram and Twitter. At The Skins World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.